Hi, and welcome to Monday's edition of Lfn TV, Lubbock's First News. It's a wrap on Lubbock's First News for today. We discussed a lot of stuff during this morning's program. One of the stories we talked about involved Governor Rick Perry kind of calling out Kay Bailey Hutchison, or as a pollster for Rick Perry calls her, Kay Bailout Hutchison, and talking about how Kay Bailey Hutchison has approved the $700 billion, the initial stimulus bailout package that went through. And even though she's voting against the new stimulus packages, that Rick Perry can still use that against her during the primary for the gubernatorial election. You know, I'll tell you one thing, though. It'll be kind of interesting to see if Rick Perry decides not to accept the stimulus funds that come down from the United States if this package goes through the way they think it will, and Texas is in line to get billions, or, you know, even more than that, really. So it'll kind of be interesting to see. You know, it's real easy for Rick Perry to kind of sit on the sideline and say, I would say no to a stimulus package, when he really doesn't have to make a vote. It's sort of the same argument that really people made about Barack Obama, when Barack Obama said, I've been against this war from the very beginning, when he was talking about the Iraq war during the election. And people said, look, it's real easy for someone to say that while you're standing on the sidelines. But when you're in the U.S. Senate or Congress, it's a little bit different. You have to make a vote. Your vote is on the line. And, well, Rick Perry hasn't had a vote yet. So we'll see what happens when the stimulus funding starts coming down. If Rick Perry decides to say, no, thank you, keep the money. Texas is fine. We don't want your money down here. Some people, I think, wish that he would do that, in fact. The other story we talked about, got quite a few phone calls, was a story out of the Washington Times. 16 illegal immigrants are suing an Arizona rancher. Why? Well, for 10 years now, this Arizona man has been capturing illegal immigrants. He's turned over 12,000 illegal immigrants since 1998, and 16 illegal immigrants were crossing over onto his property. He held them at gunpoint. His story is he held them at gunpoint. He had a dog with him as well. He told them not to escape. Their story is that he held them at gunpoint, was shouting at them in both English and Spanish, and maybe kicked a woman in the leg, and threatened to sick his dog on them. No one was really hurt in this at all. It is something that the story really doesn't get into. But how weird is it? They're suing for $32 million. They're illegal immigrants. They illegally came into the country, were illegally trespassing, and they're suing this rancher for $32 million for infringing on their civil rights. Are you kidding me? Seriously, is this where we've gone in the court system today, that people who aren't in this country legally have more rights than the people who do live in this country? It is shocking to see this, and we'll see if this story has legs and if it continues to grow. We'll stick on this story and bring you the latest here on Lfn TV. We thank you for joining us for another edition of Lfn TV. You can catch us after every show here on KFYO.com. You just go to the show page at LFN at KFYO.com. You can send me your comments throughout the day, Chad at KFYO.com. If there's a topic that you want us to talk about during one of these segments, just send us an email, Chad at KFYO.com. Have a fantastic day.